You think your dog is ignoring you, but you're actually teaching them to. Most owners believe their dog is loyal no matter what, that no matter how they act, their dog will always stay close. But here's what nobody tells you. Some of the things you do every single day, the things that feel completely normal, might be slowly creating distance between you and your dog. Not in an obvious way, not in a way you'd notice immediately, but over time, it changes how your dog sees you. These 7 habits seem harmless, but once you understand them, you'll start noticing things you never saw before. And if you fix them, your dog won't just listen to you. They'll trust you on a completely different level. Let's start with the one almost everyone gets wrong. 1. Talking at your dog, not to them. Yeah, have you ever called your dog multiple times and they just ignored you? Most people think their dog is being stubborn or distracted, but that's not what's happening. Dogs are extremely intelligent. They don't just hear sounds, they read tone, emotion, and intent. When you constantly repeat commands, raise your voice, or speak without clarity, your dog stops seeing your voice as meaningful. It becomes background noise. Over time, they stop responding not because they don't understand you, but because your words no longer carry importance. Dogs respond far better to calm, consistent tones than emotional or repetitive commands. So, instead of calling your dog 5 times, say it once. Calm, clear, intentional. Because to your dog, how you say something matters more than what you say. Yes, and if you think that's small, wait until you see how your body language might be confusing them even more. 2. Inconsistent reactions. One day your dog jumps on you. You laugh. The next day, you push them away. Same behavior, different reaction. To you, it feels normal. To your dog, it's chaos. German dogs thrive on structure. They're constantly trying to understand what works and what doesn't. But when your reactions keep changing, they stop trusting the pattern. And when there's no pattern, there's no confidence. That's when you start seeing hesitation, confusion, even distance, because your dog no longer knows what version of you they're dealing with. The fix is simple, but powerful. Decide your rules and stick to them. Because consistency doesn't just train behavior, it builds trust. 3. Ignoring them at the wrong times. Most people think ignoring a dog is harmless, but timing is everything. Have you ever been busy on your phone and your dog comes up to you looking for attention? You ignore them. No big deal, right? But here's what's actually happening. German Shepherds don't randomly seek attention. They choose moments. Moments where they feel connected to you. And when those moments are repeatedly rejected, they stop offering them. You might not notice it immediately, but slowly, they stop coming to you as often. Not because they don't care, but because they've learned you might not respond. And that's how distance begins. 4. Overcorrecting small mistakes. Your dog pulls slightly on the leash. You correct them immediately. They hesitate. You correct again. They make a small mistake. Correction. Over time, something shifts. Well, instead of feeling guided, your dog starts feeling controlled. German Shepherds are sensitive to pressure. Too much correction, especially for small things, creates tension instead of trust. They start second-guessing themselves. And when a dog becomes unsure, they stop engaging fully. You'll see less excitement, less confidence, because instead of learning freely, they're trying to avoid being wrong. The strongest bonds aren't built on constant correction. They're built on clear guidance and patience. 5. Not giving them a job. This is one of the biggest mistakes. Dogs were not bred to just exist. They were bred to work, to think, to solve problems. So, when a dog like that has nothing to do, their energy has nowhere to go. And when that happens, they don't just get bored, they disconnect. You might notice less responsiveness, more random behavior, less focus on you, because their mind isn't engaged. But the moment you give them purpose, training, tasks, challenges, everything changes. They become more present, more connected, more bonded to you, because now you're not just their owner, you're their leader. 6. Invading their space at the wrong time. Have you ever gone to your dog while they were resting, just to pet them? It feels like affection, but timing matters more than intention. Dogs, especially German Shepherds, value safe space, moments where they can fully relax. When those moments are constantly interrupted, your presence stops feeling calming and starts feeling unpredictable. Over time, they may move away more often, choose distant resting spots, become less relaxed around you. Not because they don't love you, but because they're protecting their peace. Sometimes the best way to build trust is to simply let them be. 7. Missing the one thing that matters most. If you've listened this far, this is the one that changes everything. German Shepherds don't bond through random affection. They bond through shared experience, walking together, training together, moving with purpose. That's when their brain fully connects you with meaning. Joint activity strengthens trust far more than passive interaction. So, if your relationship is mostly feeding, occasional petting, basic interaction, you're missing the core of what they need. But when you start doing things with them, not just being around them, everything shifts. They start watching you more, following you more, trusting you more. Because in their world, connection isn't built by proximity. It's built by partnership. Most of these habits don't look harmful. That's why they're so easy to miss. But once you see them, you can't unsee them. And the smallest changes can completely transform how your dog feels about you. So, next time your German Shepherd looks at you, pay attention, because now you'll know exactly what they're trying to tell you.